the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real-world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Turn 3 Racing Network as we are here with OP Racing Grand National Series as we bring you the Extra Life 175 presented by Peter DeBorgia. Here tonight, we are in the first race of the round of 8. And let me tell you, this one is going to be for the record books. Sean McCarra in the 71 making his way around this lighted up Daytona super speedway, unlike Monday night where it was supposed to be. That's a story for another time. 8 drivers have put in a qualifying time. Sean Stevens at the top of the leaderboard right now with a 50.46. 71 goes across the line. Sean McCarra with a 69.42. Brian Wang with a 69.42 as well. Both drivers turning in a great time. Cody Nagels in the 6, making his way onto the front stretch. BK Anderson in the 2nd, Mark Mann 3rd, Tyler Miller 4th. Cody Nagels in the 6th is on the clock for his first timed lap and only timed lap. So 10 drivers have turned in a qualifying time. Eric Laurie in the 071. Making his way around the track, trying to gain speed as he comes off of turn number 4. He will get the green flag for his qualifying lap. Want to thank everybody for joining us here tonight. Hope you all are strapped in tight because we are into the round of 8, and this is only going to be 2 races deep for the round of 8 to decide who is going to be our top 4 drivers to continue on in the championship contention. Les Levy takes over the top spot with a 50.43, currently sitting on pole position. So the 62 on the cool down lap. Let's take a look around. Andrew Schroeder in the 48. Oh, everyone can't take their eyes off the pinstripe of the 48. We'll be looking for him to be advantageous here tonight. Zach Workman in the 19. Making his way off of turn number 2 and onto the backstretch as he is on the clock. Andrew Schroeder across the start-finish line in the 48. is going to make his way up into the top 10. So Zach Workman in the 19, a championship contender. As the 19 starts to slow it down, Les Levy still holding on to the top spot here tonight. 2 minutes, 45 seconds left here in qualifying. Jackson Broadbent, how you doing, sir? I'm doing great. Nate Warren, hey everyone, playoff contender Nate Warren is out of town tonight for a wedding. Win or go home next week. Nate Warren, hey man, tell you what, weddings are awesome. Go have fun at that wedding. Jeff Crosby Jr. in the 33. The Swervinator finds himself inside the top 10 for that qualifying effort. As several more cars come across the start finish line, Les Levy still able to hold on to the top spot. And with that being said, guys, we are going to step away for the national anthem. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Our drivers have taken to the field here, to the grid here tonight. Oh man, my weekend is really catching up to me. We have got to get through this one, and I will do the best I can. But guys, I've messed up, and that's all I can say. So I'll do my best here tonight. So let's get through our starting lineup for our Extra Life 175 presented by Peter DeBorgia. On the inside of row number 1, that is the 23 of Sebastian Barron, and on his outside, the 63 of Logan Helton. Row number 2, the inside, will be Les Levy, and on the outside, the 6 of Cody Nagels. There you go, Kevin. He's on the outside of row number 2. Row number 3, we'll see the 27 of Sean Stevens, and outside of that, that will be the 19 of Zach Workman. Peter DeBorgia in the 40, and BK Anderson in the 32 for row number 4. Row 5 will be the 04 of Mark Mann and the 24 of Tyler Miller. Row number 6 will be the 12 of Zach Fritsch, and to his outside, the 071 of Eric Laurie. David Booth in the 77 on the inside of row 7 with Vicente Guerrero in the 14. Jeff Crosby in the 33 and Andrew Schroeder in the 48. JD Crow and Dave Hunt in row number 9. Row 10 will be the 95 of Jim Mayer, and on his outside, the 99 of David Overstreet. Jeff Crosby Sr. in the 15 and Sean McCarra in the 71. Brian Wang in the 05 and Gabe Butler in the 88. And in our last few rows here tonight, Anthony English in the 44 and Richard Sanchez in the 510. So on the front row, the 23 and the 63. Green flag is out, and away we go. Once again, green flag flying here in OP Racing Grand National Series. And Sebastian Barron has the lead down on the inside. The Bust a Nut 62 now leads the charge on the inside lane as Sebastian Barron jumped up into the outside. Logan Helton in that black and pink 63 pushing hard on the all black 23. I gotta tell you, I like that 23 right now. I think that looks like it is all about business and not trying to be flashy. Well, keep your eyes out on the 23. First lap done and in the books here in the Extra Life 175, and Les Levy in the Bust a Nut 62 looking very fast. Speaking of Les Levy, throughout all of our Wednesday night races, Peter DeBorgia has been throwing a tribute paint scheme to champions and also iconic paint schemes. And here tonight, the 40 and the 62 share similar paint jobs. The Bust a Nut 62 will be on the left side of Peter DeBorgia's car, and then the Jim Beam Apple will be on the right side of Peter DeBorgia's car. Both of those coming from the 62 of Les Levy. So he is throwing that honor or respect to the 62, and right now the 62 doing a good job hanging tough on the front row. Fastest lap of the race going to the 15 of Jeff Crosby Sr. Last time around turned a 47.04. We'll see if anyone has anything for that this time by. And yes, They do. Sean McCara turning a 46.63. The lap times dropping as our race cars gain speed. Kathy Grimes cheering for the 63 of Logan Helton. How you doing, Kathy? Jackson Broadbent in here. Kevin Nagels, Mara Clark, Nate Warren. How you all doing? Thank you very much for joining me here tonight as we ride on board with the 71 of Sean McCara. At the front of the field, Sebastian Merritt and Wes Levy leading the charge in their respective lanes. John Stevens in the 27, who had a stout race car on Monday night, now finds himself out in front. Down the backstretch they go, 3 wide, looking like that is going to be a possibility here, working lap number 6. And now they all slot in behind, so back to 2 wide racing we go. The 27 is Sean Stevens from Buck Wild Racing on the inside. Now the 62 of Les Levy trying to work the outside lane around the 23. The Sebastian Marin, and everyone getting a little bit loosey-goosey right now. Peter Borgia in the 40 moves up into the middle lane to take over the top spot in that lane. 26 cars taking the green flag. All 26 cars right now within 3 seconds from the race leader to the last place car of Richard Sanchez in the 510. As we ride on board with Sanchez. You can see the race leader's just ahead of him. That's about 3 seconds of gap here at Daytona. Quite a few NASCAR tracks, a 3-second lead is nothing unheard of from first place to second place. But here at Daytona, a 3-second lead from first place to last place is nothing unheard of. For our field, currently very tight right now. Michelle Anderson chiming in. How you doing, Miss Michelle? Thank you very much for saying hello. Hope you guys stick around for this entire race. So if you are going to stick around, let's go ahead and take a look at our race info for the Extra Life 175 presented by Peter DeBorgia. First of all, very important to hold your P-brake for as long as you can. Of course, there's only one stage, so you better toughen up, Buttercup. That stage will happen at halfway, and there is one fast repair here in race number 16 of 18. Hard to believe that this season is winding down and we are going to see a champion here in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, however you want to figure up that math. But yeah, it'll be real quick. Last time around, more than 90% of the field just turned their fastest lap of the race. So everyone is picking up the throttle. Everyone is digging hard right now. Cody Nagels, Peter DeBorges, Sebastian Marin, and the 24, Tyler Miller, battling it out in the first 2 rows as they run side by side. John McCarris still has the fastest lap of the race at a 46.63, despite the elevated speeds that are being displayed here tonight, right now, in this opening stage. However, that being said, Richard Sanchez just turned the fastest lap of the race at a 46.39. So that 510 at the back of the pack, tucked in behind the 88 of Gabe Butler, finds a little bit of extra speed and now takes away the top honors of the fastest lap. We'll see if he can hold on to that, if that lap will stand throughout this race. And now the yellow flag is going to fly. Caution flag on the speedway. David Booth in the 77 going for a spin. Not quite sure what set this off. We're going to have to back this up just a bit further. All right, let's see if we can figure out what happened here. Looking out the back of the 77 at David Booth. Trouble going to happen into turn number 3. There you go. A big stack up coming in front of the 77. And then everything else kind of sorts itself out. Not necessarily in a pleasant way. But everyone coming down pit road this time. So with that being said, guys, we are going to step away for a quick minute. No one go anywhere. We'll be right back after this.
Warning, the following stunts are performed by idiots or under the supervision of stupider idiots. If you attempt to reenact any of these idiotic stunts you will see, you will be left with idiotic scars. Enjoy.
Hi, I'm Alex Green. Welcome to OP Racing.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, where the green flag has just dropped. The 6 of Cody Nagels out in front, the 40 of Peter DeBorgia on his back bumper. And in the third spot, the 33 of Jeff Crosby Jr. Zach Fritsch in the 12 trying to surge ahead in outside line. And my night is going crazy here tonight, so I want to thank everybody for putting up with me. This has been a wild week for me. Not sure how much more excitement I can take. Oh my goodness. Oh. All right, let's settle in. Let's focus on this here and now. One car is out of the race. That is the 48 of Andrew Schroeder. He has gone behind the wall. We'll see if he can get back into this race. Jeff Crosby Sr. running around in 25th spot, but he is all by himself. That is not a good place to be for the 15. We still have quite a few laps to go here in this stage. So he is in danger of losing a lap. Now you could see the field go into the corner just ahead of him. Caution flag for sure would help get him back into this race. But there's no guarantees that that caution will come out. And with about 18 laps, he for sure is in danger of going a lap down very early here tonight. As everyone starts to peel off, I shouldn't say everyone, but a good chunk of drivers peel off for pit road. And the 40 of Peter DeBorgia gets a very aggressive entry onto pit lane. Passes the 6 of Cody Nagels. That could come out to the 40's advantage. Daniel Perez wants to know what caused that crash. And I couldn't tell for sure, but a checkup happened in front of the 77 of David Booth. He slowed down for it, and then things went haywire from there. So just a checkup and then an accordion effect caused the caution. Looked like one of them racing deals to me where everyone went where they could to try and get through it. Dave Hunt in the 53 takes over the top spot. David Overstreet in the 99 running the Jim Beam. Oh, it's Jim Beam. Did I say Jim Beam earlier? Oh. All right. So Les Levy and Peter DeBorgia have similar paint schemes to an extent. I maybe said Jack Daniels, but it should have been Jim Beam Apple. I don't know if I said that, and I feel bad. This is bad. All right, here we go. Dave Hunt in the 53. Your race leader right now, David Overstreet in the 99, finding himself tucked in tight right behind him. David Booth in the 77, sitting in third. Sebastian Marin, 23. That 23 is all black. That thing looks serious here tonight. I can't predict the future, but man, oh man, that 23 looks like it is very serious here tonight. Logan Helton in the 63, right behind him. That rounds out your top 5 right now. These guys last on pit road on lap 13 and lap 14. Mark Mann in the 04, finding himself in 6th. Sean Stevens in the 27 is 7th. 8th place going to Jim Mayer in the 95. We take a look out behind the 95 of Jim Mayer. And no one is behind him. Jeff Crosby Sr. in the 15, way behind him. But then Peter DeBorgia is in the mix of everything. And he is about to pass the 15 of Crosby Sr. as he peels off for pit road. The 15 hitting pit lane. So this is the battle right here for the stage win. Peter DeBorgia in the 40, finding himself leading this group. Right now he is in 9th place. Dave Hunt in the 53, out in front. And we'll see how this all works out. Once again, this group does not hit pit road because they have already made their pit stops. But our leader, the 53 of Dave Hunt, has not come down pit road as well. So some strategy coming into the Extra Life 175. Working lap 25 of 70. Keep in mind our stage break will come at the completion of lap 35. Oh, I'm so tired right now. I'm trying so hard, guys. Yeah. So Dave Hunt is your race leader. David Overstreet in the 99, pushing on his back bumper. 77 of David Booth working to his outside. Dave Hunt from Buck Wild Racing. The 77, a checkered flag / wreck house racing driver. That whole transition going on right now this season. When it becomes finalized, we will let you all know. And the 77 of David Booth takes over the race lead. We go on board with the 77. Lap times have slowed down for the top 8 drivers. They are trying to stretch this fuel run as far as they can. And so when I say that their lap times have slowed down, let's go ahead and take a look at that stat. David Booth right now is our race leader. His fastest lap, a 46.999. Might as well call that a 45. Last time around, he turned almost a 50-second. Almost 3 seconds slower. So these guys here who have not hit pit road since lap 14 are trying to stretch their fuel load as far as they can. And so to do that, they are slowing down as much as possible, still trying to stay ahead. On board with the 40 of Peter DeBorgia, he has made a pit stop. He is running full tilt. He is leading the charge of everybody who has made a pit stop. So these guys, as they head off into turn number 3, David Booth in the 77 is our race leader. Dave Hunt in the 53 tucks in behind him. So our lead pack right now finds themselves trying to stretch their fuel load as far as they can. And to do that, they have slowed down by over 10 miles per hour per lap. The 40, the 33, the 6, they're doing all they can to try and catch them. We're down inside the final 5 laps of this stage to make it to the halfway point. We've only had 1 yellow so far. And we are getting close to the end of our opening stage and our one and only break for a stage. The 77 of David Booth is now the race leader. Can he make it just about 3 more laps to make it to the end of this stage? He has quite a bit of a healthy lead over Peter DeBorgia, and by healthy I mean 11 seconds. He has an 11-second lead over the 40 of Peter DeBorgia. So we ride on board with the 40, the Extra Life 40, paying tribute to Les Levy's paint schemes. We'll see if we can find how far ahead they are from the driver point of view. And no, we can't see it. So just a little bit, just a little bit. Thought we might see it, but that's how close it is. Oh, and they are gonna peel off for pit road. This changes everything. Sebastian Marin in the 23. He is gonna make the gamble that he thinks he can make it to the end. Logan Helton, Mark Mann, and Jim Mayer all think they can make it. Here we go, folks. This is about to be as close as it can. Oh, take a deep breath. Everyone breathe. Here we go. This stage is going to end at the completion of lap 35, the 23, the 63, the 04, and the 95 all think that they can make it from here. They have to not only make it to the end of the stage, but back into their pit stall under their own power to get credit for the stage win. Here we go. Final lap, last time around. Sebastian Marin is your race leader. Logan Helton in the 63, finding himself in second. Hey, don't forget these guys who have made a pit stop. Here they come down the backstretch. Do they have the time to get there? On board with the 33 of Jeff Crosby Jr. There you can see the 23 of Sebastian Marin. He's doing all he can to save fuel. Here comes the 33. I think he's got enough momentum. They might have a move to the outside. Here they come to the end of the stage. The 23 drops down to the inside. Logan Helton has it done, but can he get around to the pit lane before everything is said and done? Vicente Guerrero in the 14 had a good run there. Oh my goodness, I don't know what's about to happen. So Logan Helton was the first one across the start-finish line, but he has got to make it around under his own power. The 33 of Jeff Crosby Jr. looking like he might be the first one to catch up to the pace car. I have no idea what is happening right now. 3 cars have hit pit road before they caught up to the pace car. There's the pace car. Vicente Guerrero, Crosby Jr., they all slow down. Logan Helton, Mark Mann, and Jim Mayer have hit their pit stalls. OMG, I think our stage winner is going to come down to the 33 as he tucks in behind the pace car. One of the rules here in OP Racing is you do have to make it onto pit road after a stage win under your own power as the field catches up to the pace car. So Logan Helton taking the penalty, hitting pit road while it was closed because now it is open and everyone hitting pit lane. So I think the 33 will be our stage winner. And I do have confirmation from 2 race control persons, Peepi, is it Peepi? That the 33 is our stage 1 winner, our only stage here tonight. And that goes to Jeff Crosby Jr. here tonight. So let me find him. Let me pull him up. And let's see what the Swervenator and the 33 has to say about this stage win.
What's up, KR?
You know what? The stage win is what's up, and you got it.
Yeah, I was shocked that that happened. It's everybody, the 3 or 4 that were staying out, ran out of fuel and had to go in and pit, and just got lucky and pulled out with the stage win, led a lap, got some extra bonus points to go into the playoffs. So feels good.
Well, man, that 33 comes away with the stage win here tonight, the halfway point of this race, and the only stage break. So, Mr. Junior, tell us a little bit about what it took to get here.
Yeah, just staying patient. It felt like just waiting for the right opportunity to make my move, and I was pushing Peter there for a long time and trying to keep it cool, and I saw Vicente go up, and I just saw an opening in front of Cody as well, so I just took it and made the move and got in front of Peter there on the inside, and it just worked out. Those guys ran out of fuel and got 10 stage points, and it's going to be an interesting second half.
That it is going to be an interesting second half. What's your plan of attack from here?
Probably just try to stay up front here, keep it clean, go in whenever I need to go in to get some fuel, and man, just you gotta stay patient here. These guys are really good at what they do, and it's really fun racing with them. But we'll see what happens. It definitely feels good to get those stage points. If we get a top 12, that works too. Top 15, that's fine. Definitely want to try to finish podium here and have some extra bonus points for next week. But we're just going to try to keep it clean. Stay patient. That's the plan.
All right, man. Well, good luck to you. Heading off into turn number 3. The Swervenator yourself. Final shout outs. Thank yous for the stage win.
Yeah, everybody in TeamSpeak that's with me tonight. Definitely fun racing with them. Any family, friends that are watching, I definitely want to give a shout out to you, KR, and stay tuned. It's going to be fun.
There you have it. The driver of the 33, Jeff Crosby Jr., championship contender, finding himself out in front. Here we go once again as we head off into the green flag territory. Jeff Crosby Jr., Cody Nagels in the 6, heading off into turn number 1. Down the backstretch they go. Cody Nagels with an advantage down the backstretch, but look out, the 33 is going to have it through 3 and 4. Takes over the top spot by pushing that nose ahead. The 40 of Peter DeBorgia on the back bumper of the 33. Side by side racing action. We are past the halfway mark, and now it is time to start really digging deep and digging hard and coming away with a race win. Who's it going to be? Just 2 races in the round of 8. And I mentioned I messed up. I dropped the ball a little bit. Your round of 8 drivers, that is Peter DeBorgia, Mark Mann, Tyler Miller, Jeff Crosby Jr., Zach Fritsch, Dave Hunt, Eric Laurie, and Nate Warren. And Nate Warren in the 42 did not make the race here tonight, and with only 2 races in the round of 8, Nate Warren has to show up next week and win the race to advance. So he has a big gamble here, but I'll tell you what, he is away because of a wedding. And that just goes to show that, where his priorities lie, and there's nothing wrong with that. So Nate Warren, we look forward to seeing you next week. Hope you win it, man, and make it into the next round. But if you don't, well, that's because there's only 4 drivers who can. So here we go. Cody Nagels in the 6, your race leader. Sebastian Marin in the 23, looking very stout. And you know what I said about the fastest lap of the race and who's being serious? on the 63 of Logan Helton just turned in the fastest lap of our race here tonight at a 46.30. So Cody Nagels holds on in the race lead. 26 cars started the race here tonight. 25 are still on the lead lap. All 25 cars that are still in this race are on the lead lap. Andrew Schroeder in the 48. The only car out of the race, the only car not on the lead lap. Contact down the backstretch. Big trouble. Everyone turning sideways and spinning out. Yellow flag flies for the second time tonight for a crash. Let's see if we can't back this up and figure out what happened to bring out this yellow. On board with JD Crow in the 5. Take another look as they come down the back stretch. Zach Fritsch involved. Peter DeBorgia getting a piece of it. The 40 kept it straight, but a lot of damage to that race car. And on to pit road they come. Sebastian Marin leads the entire field on the pit lane. Oh, and Logan Helton has turned sideways into his pit stall. How is this going to work out for the 63? He is still sitting there. Can he get it sorted out? And Logan Helton finally hits his pit stall, but a big loss for the 62 of Logan Helton. I'm sorry, the 63 of Logan Helton. Sebastian Marin in the 23 holds on to the race lead. Not sure what's going on with the 40 and the 63 here, but a little bit of confrontation. And down and away they go. Makes me wonder if Peter DeBorgia didn't feel like he was responsible for turning the 63 of Logan Helton and wanted to make sure that Logan came off a pit road before he did. All right, so lights have gone out on the pace car. We'll get the green flag with 23 laps to go. So with 25 cars on the lead lap and in this race. The only car out is the 48 of Andrew Schroeder. Row number 1 for this restart will be the 23 of Sebastian Marin and the 71 of Sean McCara as he pulls a magic act. And yes, blue cone violence. More of that. We have to get rid of that cone. That is stupid. Cody Nichols in the 6 and the 33 of Jeff Crosby Jr. for row number 2. Row number 3 will be the 53 of Dave Hunt and the 62 of Les Levy in the Busted Nut paint scheme. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Sebastian Marin in the 23, hugging the grass, trying to save as much fuel as he can. Lights are out on the pace car. It heads for pit road. Sebastian Marin, Sean McCara, green flag. Here we go. 23 laps left in this race. Side by side, coming off of turn number 2, the 23 has the advantage for the moment. The 6 of Cody Nichols can't quite clear the 71 of Sean McCara, so he has to stay tucked in behind the 23. Just 2 races in the round of 8. Oh, and the 6 making a bold move to the top there. And now he is going to have to deal with the 23 to his inside instead of in front of him. Good run through the tri-oval. Cody Nichols trying to take over the race lead. Down the backstretch, Cody Nichols in the 6 has the advantage over the 23 of Sean McCara. Drops down to the inside, holds that yellow line just to the left side tires. And Cody Nichols out in front with the advantage for the moment. Sean McCara in the 71. Can he make some momentum despite the fact that he is dropping a little bit of his internet connection? Peter DeBorgia in the 40 just turned his fastest lap of the race at a 46.88. Now that is not the fastest lap of this race. That is the fastest lap he has turned this race. So the 40 trying to pick up some extra speed and work his way to the front. He finds himself in a 14th spot right now. We go on board once again with the 40. We don't have too many onboard cameras here tonight. One of them being on the 40 as he is tucked in behind that beautiful 95 of Jim Mayer. Logan Helton in the 63 just to the outside and ahead of the 40. BK Anderson, heavy damage to the back end of that 32. That time around, we are now down to 19 laps to go. Your race leader continues to be the 6 of Cody Nichols. Sebastian Marin in the 23, Sean McCara in the 71, the 33 of Jeff Crosby Jr., and the 53 of Dave Hunt, all currently scored in the top 5. Les Leedy in the 62 finds himself just outside the top 5. Maybe going to have something happen here on the inside line. 18 laps to go this time by. We are now within our fuel window to make it to the end of this race, as long as we do not have a yellow flag or a green-white checkered attempt. Kevin Nagels, last time I predicted Cody to win, he won. For Kevin, right now he is looking very strong. Your prediction could hold true, but we still have 18 laps to go as they come off of turn number 4. Fuel window is open. Here comes a few drivers: Peter DeBorgia, Richard Sanchez, Gabe Butler, JD Crow, Tyler Miller, Eric Laurie. They all hit pit road. And now it comes down to the time of rolling the dice. Who has that ace up their sleeve? The 6 of Cody Nagels out in front right now. The 71 of Sean McCara has been driving very hard in the outside lane, but he has just not been able to nose ahead of the 6 for quite a while. And now here they come onto pit road. Several more cars hitting pit lane. Oh, contact! The 6 is able to hold on to it as he got a hip check from the 99. Sean McCara and Jeff Crosby Jr. and Sr. all stay out. They're the last ones to hit pit road. They have not come down pit lane just yet. They will have to make a pit stop. They cannot make it to the end from here as we ride on board with the 15. On the pit road goes Sean McCara and Jeff Crosby Jr. and the 15 of Jeff Crosby Sr. leading that lap. Of everyone who has made a pit stop and gotten back out there, the 14 of Vicente Guerrero is your race leader. "14 laps to go, 3 wide racing action. Here we go. How is this going to play out?" Jeff Crosby Sr. continues to be your race leader in the 15. Last time he was on pit road was lap 46, but he is all by himself, giving up a ton of time to second place, 71 of Sean McCara. Sean McCara giving up a ton of time to the big pack that is about to swallow him up as they pass on by. So the 15, how about this run by Jeff Crosby Sr.? He has given up a ton of time right now. Should a caution come out, it will not benefit him because he still has to make a pit stop, and everyone else has been on pit road. But he is soldiering on, doing the best he can all by himself. "15 down the backstretch last on pit road on lap 46. New fast lap of the race, the 99 of David Overstreet last time around turned a 46.13. So business is picking up with 13 laps to go. David Overstreet did turn the fastest lap of the race. Meanwhile, 5 drivers turned their personal best laps in this race. Everyone really starting to push hard and try and find themselves in victory lane, but only one driver can get there, as we are on board with the 53 of Dave Hunt. He's trying to close in on the 05 of Brian Wang. Meanwhile, Jeff Crosby Sr. continuing to cycle around as the race leader. He has not yet come down pit road. We're down to 11 laps to go. Caution flag comes out. Yellow flag flies as we have several cars slow. Cody Nagels, Jeff Crosby Jr., Richard Sanchez, all making contact with close quarters racing. Take another look at it here. So yellow flag comes out, the 15 of Jeff Crosby Sr. Gonna have to hit pit road this time, but I don't think that is to his advantage. So we are going to step away for just a moment. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Turn 3 Racing Network for the Extra Life 175 at Daytona. Gonna have 7 laps to go when the green flag flies. Lights are out on the pace car. It peels off for pit road. Peter DeBorgia, Vicente Guerrero leading the charge to the green flag. Here we go in the closing laps of this race. The 40 to the inside. Vicente Guerrero has the 63 of Logan Helton pushing on that back bumper. However, Logan Helton has a teammate on Monday night, the 04 of Mark Mann, right behind him. Look out, what can these two do to get around the 14? Vicente Guerrero drops down to the inside. That's going to leave the opening for the 63 and the 04. Off of turn number 4. Here we go with 6 laps to go. Can we get to the end of this one? 2 attempts at a green-white checkered will be used if we have to. One car down below the yellow line. That was the 88 of Gabe Butler. He's going to blend back in, but lost a lot of ground. Gave up a lot of track position. Only one car still out of the race. Oh my goodness, David Booth in the 77 peeling off for pit road. Not sure if that is a penalty or he has to make that pit stop for tires or fuel. We'll see what happens when he comes off of pit lane. Vicente Guerrero down to the inside of the 40 of Peter DeBorgia. Down the back stretch, side by side, everyone's still running very tight, but very straight. Zach Fritsch in the 12, maybe trying a third lane. Will this work out? Here we go, trouble off of turn number 4. Everyone spinning, caution flag coming out. And David Booth still sitting on pit road. Pace car is released and everyone has to slow up. Vicente Guerrero in the 14. We will be the first one behind the pace car. And David Booth did serve a penalty. Not sure what it was, but he is now the first car and only car 1 lap down. So let's back this up and see if we can figure out what happened to bring out the yellow flag. On board with the 95 of Jim Mayer. .32 of BK Anderson right there in the thick of it, able to squeeze on by as Les Levy got turned. One final look, the 62 and the 510 make contact. And everyone scatters around them. All right, here we go. Lights are out on the pace car. Our first attempt at a green, white, checkered finish. We are officially into extra laps. So the lights are out on the pace car. We are into our first attempt at a green, white, checkered. You are the 14 of Vicente Guerrero. You are not in playoff contention, but you absolutely want to win this race and make everyone who is a championship contender go, gosh dang it, why couldn't I win that one? So here we go. Can we get around to the white flag, or will we have to have another attempt at a green, white, checkered? Two cars are out of the race, Andrew Schroeder and Sebastian Marin. Pace car down and away. Here we go. Green flag is out. Away we go once again. Side by side into turn number one. The 14 of Vicente Guerrero has the advantage. Brian Wang, the lone Canadian, finding himself pushing hard on the 14. Peter DeBorgia in the 40 would love to punch his ticket into the next round and be one of our 4 championship contenders. Can he get it done? Logan Helton in the 63, not eligible to be a championship 4 contender, but that doesn't mean that he doesn't want to win this race. Final lap, final time around. Who's it gonna be? How is this all gonna play out as they make their way through turns 3 and 4? I'm sorry, 1 and 2. Good grief, KR. Pay attention to the race. Down the backstretch. The 99 of David Overstreet. Can he make a move to try and win this race? Vicente Guerrero in the 14 has the lead, but here comes the 05 of Brian Wang, making a move to the outside. Side by side by side. Off of turn number 4, 3 wide. They're snaking back and forth. JD Crow in trouble. Sean McCare spinning. And the 14 of Vicente Guerrero is gonna win the race. Oh, and they're dead behind them. Oh, that's a death. Oh boy. So Vicente Guerrero comes away with the race win in the 14 Logan Helton going to end up in second place. Third goes to the 40 of Peter DeBorgia, the highest finishing championship contender. How about that? Your podium finishing drivers. And the 14 picks up what I do believe is his first win ever in OP. Bear with me if it's wrong, but I do think that is correct. If not, it's the first broadcasted win for the 14 that I have ever been a part of. As he burns it down. OMG. All right, let's pull up our race winner, the 14 of Vicente Guerrero. Vicente, how you doing, bud?
Pretty good, I guess. I just won, right?
That's what it looks like. This 14 is the race winner. The back tires are saying, oh my gosh, we're being sacrificed to the checkered flag gods. Man, oh man, nice job.
Thanks, man.
Tell us a little bit about what you did to win this race.
Stay up front, stay on the bottom. I mean, that's the perfect spot, I guess, right?
I don't know. I'm not a driver.
Sorry, I was drinking my Budweiser.
All right, well, the 14 looked very stout, especially from, I would say, with 8 laps to go on. So when that happened, tell me a little bit about what you were thinking. What was your plan of attack?
Get good restart off that, that first caution. I guess the second caution right before the last. Get a good restart and, get a good run. Make sure I don't, get a good push coming out of the corner to get to the bottom. I forget who was up there pushing me to get me past, I think the 40 car was the Borgia or something like that, Peter. So just stayed in the bottom. Second restart, the last one, just want to make sure I hit that restart perfect. And I was afraid that somebody was going to jump at the end there, and which they did. And I was hoping the third was close enough to come and push me. Coming to start finish line. I felt a little nudge on the right side. I don't know. I stayed on the bottom double yellow just to stay there. I don't know how close it was at the finish line, but man, I'm stoked.
Well, nice job picking up the win. Vicente, I got to tell you, I think it's your first win in OP ever, but I know for sure it's the first win on a broadcasted race here on the Turn 3 Racing Network.
That's correct.
So both are correct. Oh,
yes.
I knew I was right. All right, man.
Yeah.
Well, nice job. Congratulations on the first win. Shout outs, thank yous, I love yous. Anything you need to say to let your fans know you got this first win?
I would like to thank you guys for broadcasting, KR. I really enjoyed the race in here, especially on Wednesdays. I don't know, there's something about Wednesdays that I do pretty good. Mondays, it's been a struggle for me, maybe because they put a hard R on my name. But I like to thank my team, BK and Cody. I also want to thank whoever was pushing me towards the end there. I really appreciate it. I think it was David O and Brian, I believe. But yeah, I'm glad. Thank you to OP for letting us race here too.
All right, man. Well, I apologize for the hard R, but I told you when I first met you, I can't roll them.
That's right, Guerrero.
I can't do it, man. I'm sorry. I've tried. I just can't. So nice job, man. Congratulations on the race win.
Thanks, guys.
That is Vicente Guerrero picking up his first win ever here in OP. Now let's move on to our second place finisher, and that is the driver of the 63. That is Logan, the Kid Helton. Logan, you got your ears on, bud?
I have my ears on, buddy.
Oh, man. All right, I got to ask. Pizza, soda, what flavors?
Oh, I didn't understand what you said. Say that one more time.
All right, what flavor pizza and what flavor soda do you have tonight?
Well, since we just got pizza Monday night, we didn't get it Wednesday night, but I will say I had some delicious Taco Bell before our race tonight, and I got the Crunch Wrap Supreme with the large sweet tea.
Ooh, oh.
But during the race, I was drinking a Sprite.
Oh, well, that explains so much about how you were so frisky.
And indeed, tonight was a little bit of a weird race. Yeah, that's all I gotta say about that.
All right, Logan. Well, that 63 was very fast here tonight. You qualified in second, you finished in second, and you were ran up front all night long. Man, just a few things different find you in victory lane. Tell us what you saw out there and what you think you could have done different, but also finished in second in this race. Ain't nothing to be upset about.
No, definitely not. I mean, I had fun. There was a couple of interesting things that happened tonight's race that I was a little confused about, but I mean, I'm not running this for points, so it's whatever. I think what I could have done is I could have went to the high side maybe a little bit earlier on the backstretch. But if I didn't, I mean, the way that I did it was probably the best I could have done it, because if it wasn't for the fact that Peter hit the other guy down the track a little bit, I wouldn't have finished second anyways. I would have been like fifth or something. So, I mean, I don't know if there's a whole I could have done else to win the race. So, I'm pretty happy with second. And we got Mark Mann, a solid top 5 to help him on points.
Yes, he did. He ended up in fourth place. So, Logan, you end up on the second step of the podium. Who do you have to thank for this run?
Just thanks to you guys for putting on the broadcast, having an OP that makes the races happen. Lions Motorsports and everybody else that was in the chat tonight. Nexus Esports, Justin Rowden for the paint scheme, and my Sprite during the race to keep me hydrated. And where's the slogan? Sprite doesn't have a slogan? I could have sworn they had a slogan.
I don't know, but Logan,
100%
nice job.
natural flavors.
There you go. Logan, nice job. Congratulations on second place, man.
Thank you very much.
That is Logan Helton, our second place finisher here tonight. But now let's move on to the final step of the podium, and that is the driver of the 40 running a tribute paint scheme and all kinds of other stuff throughout this entire Wednesday night series. That is none other than Peter DeBorgia. Peter, how you doing?
Well, this feels like a win, man. There were multiple times where it felt like that was all going to go haywire, and I was going to end up on my roof and took my quick repair too early and not really come out of here with a lot of points. So, you know, I was working in chat there with Brian Wang for like the last 20 laps there together, nose to tail after that last pit stop, and he was like, "Do we have to win to mid lock you in?" I was like, "No, top 5 would be great," and this is awesome.
Well, Peter, you end up in third, the highest finishing driver in our championship 8. Only 2 rounds in this round of 8. So how do you feel going into the last race of the season, knowing that you earned the most points here tonight?
Awesome. I mean, actually, even if I didn't earn the most points here tonight, 08's my favorite track, not close. I know Josh Milan's supposed to be the 08 king, but he's good everywhere. He's even better at ISS, so I don't think it counts. He can't be the king at multiple places. So I think I'm coming for that throne. It's mostly because of how bad I usually am everywhere else. 08 just happens to stand out at me being like average, I guess, but it's been the place where I've only gotten Monday wins at 08. I've got more Wednesday and Saturday wins at 08 than anywhere else. So I feel pretty good about it. But what this does is it puts me in a good position to help others. So I'm focused on getting my media racing teammate Eric Laurie moved on, and our little alliance with the flat out guys of Crosby and Fritsch. We want to move them forward if we can, as well as Nate Warren coming back here. If he's in a good spot to do something with there, we could try to do that too. They kind of held our pit strategy there and did a good job with staying with us on that, where everyone else was running out of fuel. So even though Jeff and Zach probably didn't get the finishes they wanted, they at least got a lot of stage points. So good for them on that.
All right, man. Well, nice job. You end up on the final step of the podium. One more time, final shout outs, thank yous.
The media racing guys, per usual, Gabe and Eric, who run with me as much as I possibly can, but also we had JD Crow, Brian Wang in there tonight, and Rick Sanchez too. Thanks to those guys, they really helped us out and gave us some bodies on pit road when we tried to go off strategy. And then obviously all the OP guys put everything on, you doing the broadcast, and the extralife.org Chevrolet this week is a tribute to David Overstreet and Les Levy, Checkered Flag Motorsport. So it made sense that we were 4 wide coming to the start finish line there to the checkered flag. But yeah, I put the link there in the chat. You guys can see it there. If you happen to donate $20 or more, and you're a fan of an OP driver, or you're an OP driver yourself, please let me know. And I'm going to ask for your mailing address to send you a nice little thank you card and maybe a cool little decal of your favorite driver's number or something. So I did that last year for some people, for drivers, but I'd love to do it for their fans too, because the YouTube chat, especially this season, has been off the chain. So much support from lots of family and friends from everybody. I can't believe you guys enjoy watching the stuff that we do for fun. So thank you guys for showing up week after week.
There you have it from the 40 of Peter DeBorgia. Nice job. Peter ended up on the final step of the podium. So guys, that is going to do it for us here tonight. Thank you very much for joining me. Hope y'all enjoyed the show. And until next time, y'all stay safe and have a good night.